नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज मैं बताने जा रहा हूँ कि आईएसओ मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट जो है वो कैसे बनता है और मेडिकल डिवाइस जो है जैसे सिरिंज वगैरह हो गया या और भी डिवाइस है मेडिकल के, उसे बनाने में क्या लगता है और कैसे ये बनते हैं। तो चलिए इस विषय में हम लाइव जानते हैं कि इस मेडिकल डिवाइस बनाने में और मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट के लिए क्या लगता है।
Video, I will discuss about ISO certification for medical devices. India has vast marketplace for medical devices thanks to the rapidly growing healthcare sector. Maintaining the quality of these devices against the prescribed standards is an absolute mandate for their manufacturers. But most manufacturers find it difficult to cope with ever changing quality norms. Medical device manufacturers are under constant pressure to meet stringent norms for raw material procurements, vendor selection, production process, quality, packaging, and labeling. Also, they lack a definitive blueprint that can help standardize the entire process. This is where ISO certification for medical devices comes into play. By using ISO guideline, any manufacturer can expect better control of the production process and quality management. ISO certification aims for the holistic development of the entire system that contributes to the production of a certain product. Guidelines concerning the holistic production of a medical devices are mentioned under ISO 13485. It is important to note that ISO doesn't involve in any licensing or certification process that vouches for product quality. Whomsoever wants to secure their ISO registration has to approach third-party certification agencies as acknowledged by the ISO to secure the registration. Let's first understand what do we mean by medical devices. A medical device refers to a product, machine, instrument, implant, or in vitro reagent that helps in the diagnosis, prevention, and cure of a certain medical conditions. Moving forward, it's important to understand the role of ISO 13485. ISO 13485 encloses the definitive guidelines that are more inclined toward the documentation of each process that contributes to the production of medical devices. Also, it provides a framework for ensuring a streamlined quality management system, that is QMS, which allows for the quality production of medical devices consistently. Any establishment engaged with the design, production, installation, and serving of medical based devices can leverage this standard. External certification bodies can also use these standards as checklist for audits. Let's see who can apply for ISO certification for medical devices via an external certification body. From suppliers to marketers, manufacturers to raw material suppliers, ISO 13485 aims to benefit everyone involved in the supply chain of medical devices. Even the service providers that deal with the decommissioning and disposal of medical devices can incorporate ISO guidelines. Coming to the benefits of securing ISO certification for medical device. Firstly, it can mitigate the process complexities by rendering information on how things should be done. By incorporating ISO guidelines, certification holders can expect better production volume and unprecedented quality. Thirdly, it can enable the manufacturer to expedite the production process without compromising the quality. Fourthly, since ISO certification has good global recognition, the manufacturer can witness a demand boost for their products in domestic and overseas market. Fifth, ISO guidelines are good at identifying the process bottlenecks, if any, and keeping everything streamlined and transparent. Next would be it can help certification holder to save time and resources a great deal. Now let's see the process of how to secure ISO certification for medical devices. Before we dive into the certification process, the first step should be documenting the entire process and deploying corrective measures to stay compliant with the underlying standard. The list coming is the detailed blueprint on how you should proceed for ISO certification for medical device. Step 1 is establish a management system. In that, first we need to identify all the processes that contribute to the production of medical devices. We need to see document process with the help of concerned staff. We need to vet, authorize and share the document with the relevant staff member. The step 2 would be follow your system, which includes ensure every procedure take place as per the documented guidelines. Ensure staff members receive in-depth training concerning operations that they are engaged with. We have to establish an apt reporting system relating to inspection, testing, corrective measures, meeting, tracking of goals, statistical techniques and so on. Leverage measurable data to analyze the capability of your process. Vet and take corrective measures to obviate the process bottleneck. Step 3 would be check system effectiveness. Perform an in-depth audit and scrutinize the process for effectiveness and compliance. Refer to the sample records and interview people that are connected with processes in one way to another. Pinpoint and report the bottleneck of the management system. Take relevant actions to keep everything in check and streamline. Step 4 would be register your system. Approach a reliable certification agency or service provider for external certification. Submit your management system document for vetting. Allow the external auditor to examine the entire system for compliance and effectiveness. In the end, I would like to conclude by saying that ISO refers to the international standard that provides specification concerning quality management system that any industry can implement. ISO 13485 refers to an extensive management system that is entirely dedicated to the dealing of medical devices. Just like any industry type, medical device manufacturers fall under a specific regulator and abide by the different sets of rules. ISO 9001 is among the most widely accepted ISO standard that helps companies perfect their internal process for quality. Thank you so much. That's it in this video. For more such videos, like and